Hi and welcome to my Pilates class. I'm Susanna and I'm trained in Pilates, yoga and meditation. And the class today is actually about the exercise 100, but not just, we have lots of other exercises in between. I won't do the 100 in one piece. I'm actually doing 50 and 50 with a little break between, so it's not too tough. This class is for advanced beginners and up, but if you have any injuries or you're pregnant or any concerns, please do speak to your medical advisor before attending the class. About my cue for core connection, I do sometimes say core connection, I sometimes say pulling your belly button in and up. So the pulling in of the belly button is using the inner core muscle, transverse abdominis. The up is using the pelvic floor, so that you know what that actually means. Let's get started, and we start standing up, just warming up a little bit here. So let's start a little bit ballet-like. So stand in your Pilates V. So toes facing out to the side here, nice and upright. And we just bend the knees, we cross the hands a little bit here, and we breathe in and reach up. And bend the knees, and then reach up. Bend the knees, and reach up. Bend the knees, and reach up. Bend the knees, and reach up, and a bit of a side bend. So we go down here, and then up one side, down and up the other side, down and up, down and up, one more each side, down and up and down and up. Good. Let's stand at the back of the mat for a couple of roll downs. So everything is stacked above each other, so that's your feet, your knees, your hips, your shoulders. Breathe in, now we do that core connection. Breathe out, belly button in and a little bit up, and we roll down. Head first, then the shoulders follow, upper back, middle back, lower back. We just hang here, nice and comfortable. Good, we breathe in, we breathe out, we push through the feet and we slowly roll up. Pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, and then the head. Good. Let's roll down again. Breathe in, breathe out. Belly button in and up, and start rolling down into our forward fold. Let the head hang. Good, arms are hanging. This time we bring the hands to the shins, just underneath the knees, and we bring our back into a tabletop position, so totally straight back. We go into our first 100 here, so we bring our arms to the side. With the 100, you breathe in for 5, you breathe out for 5. And you move your arms up and down, and the upper body doesn't move at all. So ready and go. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've done 50. Let's just let our upper body hang forward again. Taking a couple of deep breaths in and out. And then again, hands on the shins. We bring our back into that tabletop position, nice and straight. Arms to the side for the upper 50. Breathe in to repair, breathe out, belly button in and up. And then again, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 5. Good. We hang forward again. With your fingertips on the floor here or on the mat. Bend the knees if you need to. Couple of deep breaths again. And then we slowly walk forward so we end up on all fours. Let's take the hands here a little bit wider than under the shoulders. So as wide as the mat. So you touch the mat with the little finger side. One exercise here for the upper body. We sit back as if you want to sit in child's pose. Then we come forward. We do that a few times. So sitting back and then weight above the hands. Good. Sitting back and weight above the hands. And the next time when we come forward, we do a push up. So just lowering down, and it can be box push up and then pushing back. If it's a little bit easy, bring the hands a little bit further forward and lower down. And as if you want to sit back into child's pose, coming forward and a push up and back and coming down and back and coming down and back, and just 4 more of these. And pushing back, and 3 more, lowering down, and pushing back, having your core connected the whole time. 2 more, and back, and 1 more, and back. Good. Let's just bring our arms to the side, rest your forehead, and just move the wrists around, open your hands and make them back into a fist a few times to loosen up. Now come back onto all fours. If your wrists really don't like this position, go into your fist. We do a horse stance here. So we breathe out, we pull the belly button in and up, and we round it back, just like a cat stretch. Now in this position, we just slightly lift one knee. It just hovers above the mat. And if you think about horses, they often lift their hoof and just hover. Good. Then we bring that knee down and we come into a cow. So we lift the head and tailbone. And we breathe out again. We round that back, pull that belly button in and up, keep it up there, and lift the other knee, just hovering above the mat, keeping the back rounded, the belly button pulled in, and we lower that knee down, and we lift the head and the tailbone. There's a level 2 to this one, so we try that next. So breathe out, belly button in and up, round that back. Now lift again that knee, and now the opposite hand also just slightly lifts off the mat. We keep the back rounded, even if it wants to go straight. And then we touch down with that knee and that hand. Lift the head and the tailbone into cow. Let's do it again. Breathe out, belly button in and up, round that back. Lift one knee. If that's enough for you, if you're too wobbly lifting the other hand, stay here. And if not, try the opposite hand as well. Keeping the back rounded. Good. And then touching back down. And we go into cow. And again, breathe out. Belly button in and up. Round that back. Lift one knee and the opposite hand. Good. Stay here. Keep your balance. Waters work with lifting one leg and lowering down. Back into cow. And our last time. Rounding that back. Pulling the belly button in and up. Lifting one knee. Lifting the opposite hand. Staying here for a few moments. Good. And touching down. Lifting the head and the tailbone. And sitting back into child's pose. And again, just bringing the arms to the side this time and just pumping the hands, fist, and then straightening the fingers. And circling the wrists around. Good, and then we come to kneeling position. We do our second 100 or our 250s. So coming here again into that tabletop position with our back, we again will pump the arms up and down. But let's do it a little bit different here. So one arm goes up, one goes down. Do it that way. Okay. Ready and go. Breathe out, belly button in and up. Remember, in for 5, out for 5. So in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. And sit back. And maybe this time stretch your arms forward. Your shoulders don't like it. Bend the elbows a bit. Couple of deep breaths here. Before we do the other 50. And let's do the other 50. Now, if this was quite easy with your feet down on the mat, try and lift your feet off the mat. Don't sit too far back, don't lean too far forward, especially with lifting the feet, you have to have a good balance. Ready and go. Breathe in, breathe out, core connect, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And one more time. Sitting back and stretching forward. Then come up onto all fours, and we just loosen up the lower back, lifting the feet up. Just swivel right and left, right and left. And then we lie on our side. So from here, just lie on your side. Our lower leg is a little bit bent, so we are in one long line. We bend the lower leg a little bit, not too much, so we are more stable than if it's straight. We rest the top arm on our thigh here. We will do a side crunch, as we call it, so working these muscles here in the waist. So breathe in. As you breathe out, lift, breathe in and lower. Breathe out, lift the head and shoulders, crunch this part here, breathe in and lower. Good, and a few more. So now if your other waist, your waist on the other side, is pushing a bit into the mat, that's fine with this exercise. Really just working this part here. Good, excellent. We still core connect, so still pull the belly button in and up. For 4 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hand in front, shoulder back and down. We lift the top leg. Now we straighten the lower leg, just a mini bend in the knee. And we now pull that waist a little bit off the mat. So now again we want our straight spine. Now we bring the knee up and we kick the leg back without moving that upper body. Just bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Good. And then we
see if you can make this into a nice round movement like bicycle riding, where we also extend the leg forward and then we push it back. So bend, extend forward, push it back, bend, extend forward, push it back. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And lower down. Let's push up. And as we arrive, we go into our mermaid stretch, holding on to that ankle here. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out and stretch. Then the opposite hand down onto that front knee as we stretch the other way. Good. Let's do the other side. So swing the legs over. We lie on our side in one straight line. We bend the lower leg a little bit. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Hands on top of the thigh for our side crunch. So breathe in as you breathe out, lift. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and lower. Good. If you should breathe the other way around, it doesn't matter. The main thing is you have your core connection the whole time. Crunching, coming back, crunch, come back, crunch, come back, and 4 more. 4 and lower, 3 and lower, 2 and lower, 1 and lower. Hand to the front, lower leg a little bit straighter, just a mini bend there, and we bring the leg up slightly and we bend and extend. Nothing happens to the upper body. The upper body, we pull the waist a little bit away from the mat, keeping that spine nice and straight, keeping the upper body nice and still. Good. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we make it into smooth movement, bicycle movement, bicycle riding. Very nice. And again 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. We push up, we bend the knees, we arrive sitting, and we hold on to that top ankle. Here we breathe in, we stretch up, we breathe out for the bend. Mermaid stretch. And then hand down, we come onto the knee there, and we stretch the other way. Good, and we come back down. We sit on our mat, and we will do the 100 after doing a half roll down. Okay, let's do actually 3 half roll downs, then we do our 100 or 250. So knees a little bit bent, we sit on the sitting bones, nice and upright, bring your arms to the front. Breathe in. As you breathe out, core connect, belly button in and up, tilt that pelvis and come halfway. And then breathe in, come up, sit upright. And breathe out, belly button in and up. Good, halfway. Breathe in, come upright. Now that's our third one where we stay down. So we stay here in a comfortable position. Arms or palms facing down, arms to the side. We again pump up and down. We breathe in for 5, we breathe out for 5. So ready and go. Breathe out, core connect, and then in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. We come up, we hinge forward in the hips, and we fold forward, hugging the knees. Just for a bit of rest before we do the other 50. Good. Coming up, sitting nice and upright on the sitting bones. Breathe in as you breathe out, belly button in and up. Go halfway wherever you feel this is a good position. Palms down. Do the other 50. Breathe in, breathe out, core connect. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Coming up again. We hinge forward. And we fold forward, hugging the knees again. While we hug these knees this time, slide your feet a little bit more forward so you also feel a stretch in the hamstrings. Good. Coming up, we roll all the way down. So breathe in, breathe out, belly button in and up, round that back. And we roll all the way. We go into a full body stretch here. The arms are stretching long, legs are stretching long. The lower back is arched. And we breathe into the tummy. So let your abdomen expand. Let it contract with your out breath. Then let's bring your knee in, hug it in really, really tight. Say it's your right one, bring your right knee in, and we press the left leg down. So we compress the right hip, we lengthen the left hip. Then release, we bring the right hand to the outside of the right knee. So we can push it a little bit over the midline of the body. The left hand grabs the lower leg for a piriform stretch. Then release. Now the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee to pull it over. Pelvis is on its side. We turn the head to the right side. We keep both shoulders down. And that's just a spinal twist here. Try and relax your tummy muscles as well as your back muscles. And we come back and just change legs. Hug the left knee in, push the right leg down. So compressing now the left hip, opening the right hip. Release, the left hand pushes the left knee a little bit over the midline of the body. The right hand grabs the lower leg and pulls it down. And feel a stretch across the buttock, the glute. Release, the right hand comes over to the left side of the knee, pulls it over so pelvis ends up on its side, and we turn the head to the opposite side. Good, coming back. We just hold on to the lower legs, just underneath the kneecaps. Lift the head and shoulders, and we roll up and down for a little bit, rolling like a ball. Good, feeling a bit of a massage along the spine as we do that. And when we come up the next time, stay here and we just go in a boat pose. So that's an easy one where you hold onto the legs, just straighten your spine a bit and you stay here. Or you bring your arms to the side and maybe straighten these legs a little bit more, totally straight if you can. It's up to you. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we bend the knees and we bring the legs down. Now we will turn on our front. And here we will do our last version of the 100 or the 250. So we bring our arms to the side. We can either rest the forehead and breathe out, belly button up, anchor, and lift your arms, and then we do the 100. Or if you're strong in your back, you will lengthen forward, you lift your shoulders and your head, and then you pump. So you have the two options. So get ready, either here or here. Belly button is pulling up, your pubic bone is anchored. We again breathe in for 5, we breathe out for 5. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the hands to the front and rest your forehead. To give us a little bit of a break before we do the other 50, we do some swimming with the legs. So breathe out, pull the belly button in and up, anchor. Lift one leg, lower down, lift the other one, lower down. You can rest your forehead on your hands. Level 2s, you go up and down with your legs, you scissor the legs past each other. Still keep that pubic bone anchored there, belly button pulling up. Good. Another 4 counts, 4, side, 3, other side, 2, other side, 1, other side. Excellent. Now we go back to our second 50 of the 100 here, either resting on your forehead or lengthening forward, lifting that head and the shoulders. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands underneath the shoulders, and we can push up and back, and one more time into child's pose. Then coming up onto all fours, we lift the heels or the feet and we just swivel again for just loosening up the back here. We tuck the toes under, we push up, so we lift the knees and then we push back into downward facing dog. We walk that dog, lowering one heel, then the other heel. Then just pushing down the right heel, hold, keep breathing. And then push down the left heel, hold. Good. And coming down onto the knees and then a seated position. And we just stretch the front of the shoulders and the chest by interlocking the fingers at the back there, rolling the shoulders back, and then lifting the arms away. Excellent. That's the end of this class. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.